Hey guys, so it's Wednesday. I am on my way to therapy per usual. I wasn't sure if I should do this, and I'm just gonna go for it because I feel like whenever I put myself out there to you guys in a way that most people wouldn't, it helps, and people seem to like send me messages a lot and say that it helped them, and so here goes nothing. I can feel myself going into an episode of anxiety and depression. And I know that this happens because I get depressed and I get really moody and upset, and I try to pinpoint what's making it happen, and I can't find anything. Like, I know there's some things I'm a little stressed about, but there's nothing going on right now that should have me feeling the way I do. And I know a lot of people don't see this side of me. I think I've made like one YouTube video about anxiety and depression earlier in my sobriety, and I've shared it in my books and stuff, but people don't usually see like a live stream of it going on because I've never done anything like that. And I know people aren't used to seeing me like that because I'm very positive. I'm all about empowering people and my message and everything that I write and everything that I share. But I want to show you guys like real life that I do suffer from anxiety and depression, and I do go through these episodes where I feel depressed, I feel down, I don't really want to go anywhere or do anything. And if you know me, that's not me at all. And so usually, like, I'm so glad I'm going to therapy today. Like, I was so anxious to leave the house this morning just to get to therapy, just because I just want to talk about it and get it out, because I never know what triggers these, and I know sometimes it just happens and I can't control it. And it sucks. Like, it's hard. I don't feel good. I don't feel like myself. I don't like feeling this way. And what I've come to learn from it is that it happens. I can't stop it as much as I wish I could or as much as I want to. I have to work through it. I have to feel the emotions. I can't shut it off. If you've never suffered from anxiety or depression or anything like this, you might not understand, or you might not be able to relate to it, but anyone that has knows, like, people tell you just to snap out of it. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's going on. And it sucks because you really can't. You don't know why it's happening. You don't know what's caused it. I mean, sometimes you can figure out what might have triggered it, but you can't just turn it off as much as you want to. Trust me, I would love to. Like, I miss positivity. I don't like feeling this way. So what I try to do, thankfully this one has lined up with my days off. I could feel it starting yesterday, and I didn't know why I was feeling that way. I was like at work and I'm like, nothing's wrong. Like, why do I feel this way? And so I knew this was gonna come on today. But thankfully I'm off today, so I'm gonna kind of share it with you guys, I guess. I don't know, maybe this will help me kind of work through it and be like a therapeutic thing almost. But I try to usually like really take care of myself when I get in these moods and when I feel this way, because it's hard, it's really draining. I just feel tired. Like, I just feel so done. Like, I'm so tired. I'm so done with everything. So I try to always take care of myself, you know, like either like take a bubble bath or make myself good, comforting food that I know I enjoy, that makes me feel good. You know, I'll try to spend some time relaxing and really like focusing on some self-care and like relaxing in like my mental state. So that's what's going on today. I guess I'm gonna share this with you guys. So yeah, I'm on my way to therapy. Honestly, I'm probably not even gonna listen to a podcast or a book today, because normally I do, and sometimes that does help kind of pull me out of it, but I feel like I just need to like not think right now because I just feel tired of thinking. So music always gets me in a good mood, so I'm gonna listen to some music today, and I will check in with you guys later. So just got out of therapy. I feel a million times better. We kind of were able to work back over the past like weekend and kind of throw together like a couple things that have happened or that I've gone through that might have brought this on. So I feel like I have a much better grasp on it. I already feel a little bit better. We were kind of talking about how I used to get so down and I used to get so kind of defeated by these and just kind of shut off and like close off from myself even, and how I kind of am able to look at it now as like, oh, it's just like it's today. I just have to get through the next few days and I'll be fine. Or I just have to get through today and tomorrow and I'll feel better. And like, it's very hopeful knowing that, and knowing that they're going to be like, knowing that I can get past them, knowing that I can overcome them and be fine. So I'm feeling much better. I'm gonna go pick up my groceries. I want to go home. I want to make a really yummy salad. I'm getting a ton of good stuff, and I'm definitely just gonna kind of relax and give myself some love today, and hopefully it'll help me work through today and feel a little bit better already going through this by the end of today, because I really don't like to let these drag out through more than one day. I will check in with you guys again later. So I'm home. Got some music on. I'm gonna make myself a really good salad with tuna. This is the first time I'm trying hemp seeds, but I'm excited about it. But yeah, I'm just gonna make something makes me feel good. And then this little girl and I are gonna have some serious cuddles. Right, Kaya? We're gonna cuddle and relax. Love this salad dressing. So good. Pretty low cal, low fat. Like super garlicky if you guys like garlic, but yeah, super excited to have this yummy salad. Oh, did you want some? Having some tea, warm fuzzy blanket. Kaya has a fresh bone. We're gonna watch some YouTube videos. We're just gonna relax a little bit. Feeling a little bit better, had a good lunch. Just really taking care of myself today, and I can already tell my mood's gotten a little bit better, just kind of talking about it in therapy, and I talked to Andrew about it a little bit, and now I'm just really like taking care of myself and making sure I'm good. So today has just been a really emotional day. You guys know I'm sober. You guys know I've mentioned on YouTube before, I follow Kara Alwaleba. She's one of my favorite authors. I follow all of her stuff on everything, and I was a really active member in her sobriety group on Facebook, and she posted that she couldn't do it anymore, she had too much going on, and blah 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 blah, and basically was like, hey, do you want it? You guys, I'm having the most emotional day. Oh my gosh, like, it's just been so much. I have something really exciting to share with you guys. I've talked about Kara Alwaleba's groups before. I've always been super active in her sober and semi-sober Slay Baby group, and she basically contacted me today and said she can't do it anymore. She has a lot of stuff going on, and was like, hey, do you want it? And she made me the admin, so it's my group now, and there's thousands of women in this group that are sober or semi-sober, and I'm just sitting here accepting their requests, and I feel so humbled. Like, I just made that post this morning with all the pictures of like how I used to be and what my life used to be, and I can't believe sometimes that this is where it is, and I just feel so lucky. I'm sorry for the ugly crying face there for a minute, but like, it just really like made me so emotional, because I was sitting here and like reading people's requests to be joined to this group, and I'm adding them to the group now, and I'm not always this emotional of a person. It just really hit me in the heartstrings. I'm also going to start my period today, so it's just a lot going on. Alright, so now that I'm done being a crying mess, if you guys want to join the group, I'm going to put the name of it on the screen here. If you search it on Facebook, you can join. I'm sorry, it is for women only, so if you are a lady looking to be sober, semi-sober, or healthy, it's an amazing community of supportive, uplifting women. We are all either sober, semi-sober, or just trying to have a more mindful approach to drinking. So it is a free space, no judgment. You can get advice, you can get help, anything you need.
Just just want to say real quick how happy I am that you were able to pick up the reins because Kara has been spreading herself just a little bit too thin. So, hooray, hooray. Super excited. And thank you again.
So she just like gave me the page and let me take it over, and I was like ugly crying for 3 hours basically on and off because I was accepting all these people's requests to join the group, and I just feel so like humbled, and it's insane like how far I've come. And now this, like, I'm gonna be 3 years sober in May, and now I'm running a sobriety group on Facebook. It's just amazing how things happen. So that definitely has boosted my mood today. Definitely, I've just been an emotional mess, but that made me feel like a million times better. I have got the best wing woman for when I'm feeling down. And it's this girl right here. Seriously, she stays with me the whole day. She just like knows I'm down and she stays with me. So tonight I made honey jalapeno creamed cornbread. Oh my god, this shit is amazing. And I put honey on top of it. So we're on day 2. Last night was not a good night. I was already being a super emotional mess, obviously, and one little comment spiraled into an argument. And when I get really upset, obviously it just kicks this into overdrive, but when I get really upset, like, I can't not be upset. I can't sleep. So I did not get much sleep last night. I was up super late, and now I just feel like shit. And I tried to go work out to kind of get myself out of this mood, and I did a shorter workout than normal. I felt so tired. I don't have any energy. I couldn't even like push through as much as I normally would do. I just hate feeling like this. I absolutely hate it. Like, I have stuff to do today, and I need to just try to push through this and get some stuff done. But this one's definitely carrying into a second day, which I fucking hate. All right, so got my taxes done, went way better than I thought, so that was a relief. So I'm just at home. My mood's still pretty off. And I know I'm down because you guys know I love to cook. I love food. I love eating. And all I've had today is like a granola bar, a cheese stick, and I bought a little bag of like turkey jerky at like a CVS. And I like couldn't even feel the motivation to like make a salad, which you guys know is not like me. Fucking hate feeling like this. Like, I just feel so drained. Like, I don't have any energy. Like, I literally didn't even want to make a salad. But I feel like getting out kind of boosted my mood a little bit. I'm gonna have another cup of coffee, work on a few things from home, try to like chill a little bit, try to get in a better mood. But this is what it's like. Kyle, you're ruining the shot. She said, I've got to pee. Get off the grass. We're coming back. We're coming in hot. There they go. Hey guys, so feeling much, much better today. I didn't vlog as much yesterday, but I'll kind of give you a rundown of how the rest of the day went. Andrew and I were supposed to have date night this weekend, and he asked me, was like, hey, do you want to go out to dinner tonight? Like, I know you're having a bad couple of days. Like, let's go out to eat. So we went out to dinner. We talked a lot, talked about a ton of stuff. It made me just feel like a million times better. And I know these things always take time to pass. And like today, like I said, it's like a weight's lifted. I feel completely back to normal. I'm so relieved. I was rewatching videos from the last few days that I have on my phone just from filming this. And all I kept noticing was I just kept saying, like, I hate feeling this way. I hate feeling this way. I hate this. And like, I hope that kind of makes you guys understand like how uncomfortable it can feel when you're going through an episode of anxiety or depression or an anxiety attack. Like, it's so uncomfortable because you don't feel like yourself. You feel like it's not even you in your own body. You're so drained mentally, emotionally, physically. It's so fucking hard. And I I think a lot of people don't understand that. That's why it's hard for people to actually like see and relate to people that say they have depression or anxiety. So I hope by kind of showing you guys that, it gave you like a little bit of a peek and helps you kind of better understand, if there's some people in your life that may suffer from this, kind of what it feels like to be there through all of it. Like, it's heavy and it sucks, and your mind goes to like 1,000 helpless, hopeless places while you're stuck in the middle of it. And when it's finally over, like, oh my God, I just feel so relieved today, so much lighter, so much more positive. So freaking relieved. Also, side note, I have a sample of the Clinique new Glow Foundation, and I'm loving it. It's so good. Like, I had been wearing double wear and I really liked it, but it was like a touch dry, so I was adding a lot of like moisturizing primers with it and stuff. But this is the Clinique Glow Foundation, and I really like the way it looks on my skin. Like, it looks really healthy and dewy and hydrated, and I'm probably gonna be buying this one. Don't need no high, don't need no fire. Are you relaxing? Are you relaxing? So dinner, we did a baked cod, and then I did brown rice with quinoa, green beans, onions, garlic, and zucchini. And then Andrew and I are going to the movies tonight to see A Wrinkle in Time. We're so excited. You know we're getting that collagen. It is Saturday morning. I'm not sure how we just slept in as much as we did, but I'm not mad about it. P.S. This creamer is the best. So doing just like a ton of work from home today, and every time this song comes on, I can't help but get goosebumps and smile, because if you guys follow me, you know this is the name of my second book. This is where the name of it came from, in case you did not know. Some new smoothie ingredients, and I'm officially hooked on frozen mango. But this one has banana, mango. Oh, and then we got this new greens powder from Sam's Club. It's organic, has probiotics, and look at all those good ingredients. Yummy. Homegirl's killing it. All right, so I finished everything that I like had to do today, like work related, and what I'm doing is I worked out. I'm gonna take a hot shower, and I'm literally having like a night off, and I just started a second pot of coffee for the day, and that like never happens in my life. So on days when I actually make a second pot of coffee, like in the well, it's later, but before 5 o'clock, because I try not to drink coffee after that so I can fall asleep, like that's a good day, because this is a day that I am actually going to relax and take some time off. If you guys read Sober as Fuck, my first book, then you know that something I discovered when I got sober was that I was so uncomfortable being alone. I was so uncomfortable not having things to do, and I feel like I constantly had to be like accomplishing something to feel like I was, you know, good enough, to feel that I was doing something, that I was like worthy. I think because I had such a unhealthy relationship with alcohol, that I convinced myself that if I was constantly working on things, constantly accomplishing things, constantly like getting things done, that everything was okay. And I didn't have a problem with alcohol, because look how well I was doing and all this other stuff. So I was extremely uncomfortable when I first got sober, not doing anything. And I could not sit down and watch a movie by myself. And I talked about it in therapy a lot, that like that was a struggle for me. Like I would look for things to do. I would look for someone to call, to go, to see someone, because I couldn't sit down at home and spend an evening by myself relaxing and doing nothing. So for me to be able to do this now, like to some people that's nothing, but to me, like it just shows me how much I've grown as a person in my sobriety and how much I've changed, because I look forward to this now. Like now I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to make a second pot of coffee. I'm going to relax. I'm going to see if there's any movies I want to catch up on, you know, like read a little bit, relax, have a whole night off. And that would have never been something in my mind before. And now I actually enjoy it. Coconut cream creamer, second pot of coffee for the day. So excited. I do want to make a point that this is not how my life is year round. This is like the calm before the storm for me because wedding season starts in the next few weeks. So we will be busy doing bridal hair and makeup every weekend, multiple weddings every weekend. I'm kind of enjoying these last few weekends, just relaxing and actually having some weekend time off. So I got my coffee and I just rented Girls Trip, so I'm gonna watch that. So Andrew's out with the boys tonight, so Kaya and I are having like the best cuddly girls night and we're Netflixing, and I just found Pet Hoarders on Netflix. What the oh my God, this is what my life is going to become one day. It's Sunday. Had the laziest morning. I'm still in my pajamas. I'm working on making printable PDFs of the new workbook and journal that I'm putting out soon. So I'm doing that. I need to go out, run just a few quick errands, and then it's Sunday, so Andrew actually doesn't have to do an open house today because they sold the house. So we are getting Jets. You know how much we love Jets. You know how much we love the Jets Ranch. So later today we're watching movies and hanging out and eating Jets. And I'm so excited to spend some time with him. So like, I don't even think I've showed you guys the workbook and planner, the Her Best Fucking Life. I'm basing it off the podcast. But basically what I'm doing when I'm talking about the printable PDFs is I'm making a blank version of this for anyone that doesn't want to actually buy it or wants to use the pages to kind of add them into a planner that they already have. So that's what I'm doing, so I can have like a cheaper, more custom version for people that don't want to buy the workbook every 60 days or want to kind of make it their own. So I need to like take the quotes out and blank out the journal prompts so that people can add their own in and customize it for their own planner.
I'm holding on to the poop side of this scrubber.
Sure, yes, I've heard all of this before. We should be wearing diamonds, collecting albino pythons, dating on Raya.
Raya?
We're not, okay? We're here.